and welcome to Osseo High School for CTN's live coverage of the 2025 football season opener as the Coon Rapids Cardinals take on the Osseo Orioles. Joe Young and Howie Shapiro sideline, and Howie, a lot of anticipation on the visiting sideline as they get ready for the debut under head coach Chase Vasquez.
Yeah, you know, and you don't know what you have really until you're in live action. You can scrimmage, you can do what you need to do. However, when you're in live action, then you can really see because you're going to get some pressure. First-year head coach, he's very excited. Just chatted with him before the game. The boys are ready.
Yeah, and a lot of shakeup on both of these squads, so a lot of new faces in new positions, new responsibilities. Last year on this very same field, the Orioles scored 42 unanswered points and blew the Cardinals out 49-7. Cardinals coming in looking for a little bit of payback. One of their veterans was one of their top offensive weapons last year in Loic Joyce.
Yeah, what Coach Vasquez is going to do is he's going to game plan for him. He is going to move him around the field, really try and throw off what the defense sees, because he's a great athlete and he wants to get the ball in his hands.
Yeah, he can definitely make people miss, but they got to try and get him in space. On the flip side, not very often you see one of the big fellas getting the highlight of the game, but their right tackle is something special.
Trey Adagwe, he's going to be going to Winona State, but you know, Coach Lamker wants to run the ball, and they're going to run behind him. They're going to try and establish that balance at the point of attack, being able to run the football, and then maybe mix it up with a little bit of pass. But he leads the way. He's a big kid, and he's going to play at the next level.
Well, and two teams that are trying to shake off a rough season last year, looking for a good start, the season opener. Kickoff next on CTN.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick, Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Back at Carlton Field, just about ready to get this one underway. The Cardinals will kick it off. Zamir Johnson and Mikey Criswell are the deep backs.
You know, it's such an interesting story. It's obviously across the way in Coon Rapids sideline, first-year head coach. But the head coach for the Orioles, Joe, Darren Lamker, who coached here and won a state tournament, left and came back. It's very interesting stuff.
Adam Kish kicks it away. This season is underway. It's fielded by Criswell at the 1, out across the 30 to the 32-yard line.
A nice field position for the Orioles to start this game. Good return by Griswold. And they'll be able to set up with good field position and test this Cardinal defense early.
Wes Kranz, the quarterback for the Orioles, threw 7 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Last year he also ran for 4 scores. Start with the I formation in the backfield. Criswell, the deep back. Kranz up under center. Hands off to Criswell. Good hole right up the middle. Spins off the first contact, and he's going to be stopped after a gain of about 9.
Again, they're gonna hope that big line up front. We have an injury right early on. We do. I believe
the Cardinal player down on
Aiden Decker, starting defensive back for the Cardinals. Hopefully he's okay. Hate to see that happen first play of the season.
Little hitch in his giddy up as he gets back up and heads for the sideline, but able to get there on his own power. Jeremy Shepard, the Coon Rapids trainer, out to assist and evaluate. And 2nd and 1.
Keep your eye on 26 for the Cardinal defense, Cam Cummings-Coleman. He's going to be a force. He had that first tackle.
Fumble off the draw, ball on the ground, still loose. Cardinals have it.
Oh, no, they don't.
Oh, Deion Jones, it looked like, had a chance to bring it in, not able to do so.
Yeah, and he was frustrated because he thought he had it and he was able to bring it in, but good quick hands underneath took it away from him. And the Orioles now with a third and a little bit longer opportunity here to see if they can keep this drive going.
3rd and 3 from their own 42. Straight eye this time again behind Krantz. Handoff goes to Criswell. He has the first down out to midfield and across into Cardinal territory at the 48.
Yeah, again, a few missed tackles and a really nice job by him because he kept his legs moving and he pushed out the offensive front up front for the Orioles, pushed the defense back and allowing him a little bit more running room to pick up that first down with some additional yardage.
When he talked about they're going to want to run behind Odagwe, both the runs have gone behind him. This one thrown complete to Zamir Johnson, and Cardinals swarm pretty quickly, stop him after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down.
Demillion Jones on the tackle for the Cardinals. I believe he came in for Decker. And you always that next man up mentality, Joe. You know, you never know when number's gonna be called, and number 9's number got called.
Handoff to the up back, Noah Graves, and he plows his way right over the middle down to the 42.
Yeah, they're testing the middle of that Cardinal defense, and they're doing a pretty good job of gaining positive yardage. Now another 3rd and manageable situation for the Orioles.
3rd and 4, handoff goes to Criswell, cuts to the right, and he's going to be very close, and I think he'll have another first down.
Too. Just, a guy got, I think it was Deion Jones got a hand on him, but unfortunately he was able to, unfortunately for the Cardinals anyway, he was able to spin out of it and get that first down.
Kranz again under center, a receiver either side. Handoff goes to Criswell. He goes right up the gut again, a gain of about 4.
Just good vision by Griswell. He was able just to kind of stand behind his or dance behind his blockers and really get that opportunity to find that little bit of a hole. Looked like he was going to be stopped for a short gain, but he was being patient. Oh, player just went down.
Yeah, and I didn't see if there was contact.
There wasn't.
As he came to the line.
Yeah, he just went down. The play hadn't even started yet. I don't know if he was injured on the play before, but hopefully he's okay. I mean, it looks like maybe the knee.
Well, the humidity has returned after a really mild last week or so. And all of these teams at this point in the season have been going so hard. But I bet none of them are drinking their pickle juice.
It's so important to have that pickle juice. I think they should replace the Gatorade containers with pickle juice.
Well, they are. It does look like they're working on the left calf.
The calf, okay.
So hopefully it's nothing more than
cramps.
A bit of a Charlie horse.
I want to give a shout out to Mike Tarr, who's watching the game tonight, and Stephanie Tarr's daughter reached out to me wondering if we were going to be live, and I told him yes. And so he's feeling a little under the weather, but he wanted to make sure that he watched the football game. So Mike, big shout out to you, and get well quickly, because I know you got to go watch Kaijan play.
So Anderson Daly back up and not putting any weight on that left foot, and that is
not good. Worrisome,
to be certain. We talk about it all the time. You never want to see any high school athlete lose any of that
No.
high school sports time. It's you only have a limited opportunity for that experience.
Yeah, he's walking up very gingerly. I hate to see that.
Sorry, that's Isaiah Durga, 65, not 55. Either way, very ginger and not really putting a lot of weight on that left leg, and hopefully he's going to be okay. Osseo back to work now. 2nd and 6 from the Coon Rapids 34. 6 runs, 1 pass so far. Been a steady diet of Mikey Criswell. Most of it running to the right behind their big fellow Adagwe. Handoff again. This time goes to the up back Noah Graves, just his 2nd carry, but a nice pickup inside the 30 to the 29. It'll be 3rd and very short.
Tackle on play before Coon Rapids to Mario Garcia, who Coach Vasquez called out, said it was playing really well, had a great camp.
They get up to the line quick. Kranz keeps it himself, forces it forward for a first down to the 24-yard line, a gain of 5. And they continue to move the chains on this opening possession.
Well, it's just the way the front line's playing. I mean, they're controlling the point of attack.
They go no huddle back to Criswell. Decent hole on the right side, cuts it outside. And gets down to the 15-yard line, a gain of 9.
Yeah, going as you talked about, going on the side where Adagwe is, and they're able to pick up nice positive yardage. And this has been a really nice, long, sustained drive so far for the Orioles.
2nd and less than a yard. Do they decide to air it out or continue to go with what works? Cardinals showing mid-blitz. Handoff goes to Graves. He's easily got the first down and more. Again, as the big fellas force their way into enemy territory. Flag flies in late, and that's probably not a good thing for the Osseo Orioles.
Well, the Cardinal defense will take any break they can get at this point, because right now the Orioles are doing a good job of just controlling the attack.
Face mask against Coon Rapids, and that is just going to add half the distance and a 1st and goal situation upcoming. I was guessing a hold, but I was incorrect. 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, there's a first for everything, Joe.
No, the first would have been if I had been correct. Cardinal defense, a goal-to-go situation. Play action, Kranz throws, incomplete. Not even close. Steven Barcinas was in the end zone, but I think he just threw that one away when he saw how many white jerseys were with him in the end zone.
Well, it's good to see Aiden Decker back out there.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to Criswell. Great hole up the middle, and he's into the end zone easily. Touchdown, Osseo.
Yeah, very successful, sustained drive for the Orioles to start this 2025 season.
Took almost 5 minutes off the clock, and converted 3 third downs. Longest was 4 yards. Bryce Hoff out to attempt the extra point. Kick is up and good, and Osseo has a 7-0 lead.
13 plays, 4:55 off the clock. Osseo 7 went 65 yards, capped off with a 5-yard Griswold touchdown run.
So Griswold, who controlled the ground game for that, runs that 5-yard touchdown in. It took, as you mentioned, close to 5 minutes, 4:55 off the clock. 13 plays to go, 65 yards for the score.
And now it'll be on the Coon Rapids offense to try and answer. We talked about Loic Joitsa, their key returning offensive weapon.
Coach said we're going to get him involved. We talked about it in the opening, that they're going to get him involved every opportunity that they can.
84 is kicking off.
You know, and Coach, when we talked, you just said kids have to learn that, you know what, you shake off the situation, you just play for every down.
LaFaca and Joitsa are the deep backs for Coon Rapids, standing right at their own 5, awaiting the kick from Bryce Hoff. Some late substitutions.
Yep. 5 in for 6.
Back end of the Cardinals return team. Cody DeGogo trots out. Part of that second line, and here's Hoff's kick. This one carries late, goes into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Joitsa came up thinking he was going to field it about the 5, and it just kept carrying. Cardinals will start from the 20.
Well, the wind's blowing, not really brisk, but out that way. Wind may have carried it a little bit. So the Cardinals will start from their 20. And as you mentioned, trying to answer that opening drive by the Orioles.
Well, again, the only stumble in that drive for Osseo was the fumble on the snap on the second play of the drive. Other than that, they took one shot through the air to the end zone on 1st and goal. That was the only non-positive yardage play.
Empty backfield.
Quick throw outside to Sean Washington the third. He's across the 25 to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, Coach talked about Sean Washington the third, TJ Neal, and also Elijah Hibbler going to get a lot of time offensively. Those are some of the playmakers outside, obviously outside of Loic.
Gain of 7, 2nd and 3.
Oh, great job up front. That was
Put the ball in the hands of Washington again on 2nd down. No gain, 3rd and 3. And this is a big 3rd down for this Coon Rapids squad early on.
Yeah, QB1 now in, obviously, Aiden Snow, number 1 for the Cardinals. Joitsa took that first snap.
Snow backs off, rolls right, throws, complete, and that'll be a 1st down to LaFaca out across the 30 to the 32.
Yeah, Coach Vasquez loves LaFaca's skills.
And that's a big conversion again. They couldn't go 3 and out after giving up the long touchdown drive to the Orioles.
Yeah, they want to establish some rhythm, quite obviously, and they want to say, you know, you can go 65 yards, maybe we can go 80.
TJ Neal in the backfield. Washington in motion, gets the handoff. He's stopped up in the backfield, tries to cut forward, and he's stopped for a loss back to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, once he cut back inside, he wasn't going to go anywhere, unfortunately, and a really nice job of stringing it out by Braylon Edsvog. Zion Gransberry on the tackle for the Orioles.
Washington will stay in the backfield this time with Snow out of the shotgun. Split back on the right side. Snow will roll that way, throw. That pass is complete. And out to the 40 is Vashi Ebradlidze.
Well, and again, really just good protection, and Snow was able to roll to his right, whether that was planned or not. They picked up the Orioles sent some defenders in, and they picked them up, and it was a nice pass to make it a 3rd and short situation here.
Gain of 10. 3rd and 3 from the 39. Abradlidze is in motion. 3 receivers on the left this time for Snow. Quick throw. The screen to Abradlidze. A good block. He's got enough for a first down, but this is coming back. The hold is going to be called against Joitsa.
Yeah, they're calling the hold. Statistician extraordinaire Harley Schultz does not agree with it.
Inside the chest.
Former offensive lineman, so he would know. He would know what a hold is. I think he has the record.
I got away with it.
At De La Salle, right? De La Salle. That's right. An
So
Islander.
backs him up 10 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 13 from the 29. Joitsa goes in motion, left to right. Snow, quick screen left side, no chance for Elijah Hibbler. He's spun down for no gain, and the Cardinals will have to send out the punting unit.
Yeah, Hibbler's their speed guy. Obviously, they wanted to see if they can get it into open space, but a good job by the defense to just to surround him and bring it down to make this a punting situation. And that's unfortunate because it looked like they were going to pick up, the Cardinals were going to pick up another first down, and that
Well, and whether it was a
Harley Schultz
legit hold
phantom
or not,
holding penalty.
whether it was a legit hold or not, it was not needed.
No, definitely.
I
Well,
think-
no, for sure.
But
Absolutely.
it took Abradlidze a little bit longer than it should have to get upfield.
Well, he had
after
to change
catching.
Yeah, he had to change directions and cut inside.
Punt nearly blocked. Kish gets it off. It'll bounce and go out of bounds right at midfield.
Yeah, great field position for the Orioles to start the second drive. Now, Joe, you come out here and the pressure's on the defense because they let them go 65 yards for the first score of the game. They really need to stop here in this situation just to gain some, some positive feeling here. Obviously, first game, short week always makes it a little more difficult, but nonetheless, you've got to get a defensive stop. Do not want to let them score again here.
Yeah, and it's just unfortunate because they did, as you mentioned, have the conversion on 3rd and short. The hold backs them up and end up in a punting situation, and Osseo back in control at midfield. A 7-0 lead. Fakes the pitch to Criswell. With time, a blocked pass
almost.
attempt up in the air. Cardinals diving for it, but coming up empty. Aiden Miley nearly able to get underneath it.
Boy, that would have been a great turnover had he been able to. A tough play to make a play on a ball like that because
There was
it didn't go
it
very
was
far.
Hudson Tandem. Excuse me.
Hudson Tandem?
That was 30 Garcia.
Or it was
Or
Demario
30. It
Garcia.
could have been a lot.
It had a 0. The second number was a 0.
Viewers, pick your choice. Who do you want? We'll get a poll going.
And Kranz was hit, like his hand was hit as he threw. So 2nd and 10 from the 50. Pitch goes to Criswell, running to the left side. Cardinals are there. He's tripped up after a very short gain. It'll be 3rd and about 8.
I believe that was Parker Nick on the tackle for the Cardinals, and that was just a stellar defensive tackle.
Orioles were 3 for 3 on 3rd down on their opening drive, but the longest was 3rd and 4. This one 3rd and 8, but likely in a 4-down situation on the opposing side of midfield.
Would think so.
Heavy package up front, a lot of extra linemen. Kranz hit as he throws, but he's able to get it complete, and a big gain deep into Cardinal territory as Stefan Barcinas was able to find some blockers. And a big conversion for Osseo, and Kranz stood in there as the blitz was coming. They got to him, but he got rid of it, and Barcinas did the rest.
Yeah, Barcinas was wide open coming across the middle, and Kranz did, as you mentioned, a great job of being composed and getting rid of the football.
Handoff goes to Criswell. 1st and 10 from the 20. He's across the 15 to the 14-yard line.
That was 4th.
Cam Cummings-Coleman on the tackle for the Cardinals.
Under 2 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. Osseo trying to go up a pair of scores. Again, there was no scoring in the first quarter between these two teams last year. Handoff to Graves up front, and he's going to have a first down or right at the mark. Going to put him just behind the 10-yard line. It looks like they will say third and very short.
And they're calling a quick play. They're getting up the line of scrimmage.
They're going to go with Kranz on the keeper.
Yep.
Did it before on 3rd and 1, and they picked up 5. This time they're going to pick up 3, but more than enough. And it will be 1st and goal now from the 8-yard line. The patience, the tempo that they have shown on offense early on. Handoff right side. This is Jabril Hall. He's got a nice game down inside the 5. 2nd and goal.
Yeah, and again, good job of the offensive lineman controlling up front, opening up a hole, making it 2nd goal from the 4. Whistle blew.
Well, and it looks like they're sending Odagwe to the sidelines. I'm not sure why. I think he's expelling some extra fluids.
Yep, a little too much Gatorade.
Our referee said, hey, why don't you go take a play off?
Either that or...
And they're not going to snap the ball anyway. They're going to get to the 2nd quarter. Osseo up 7-0, but they're knocking again. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 4. We start the 2nd quarter right after this on CTN.
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
Born ready.
Back at Osseo High School, the Orioles in control so far. Their opening drive marched right down, got a touchdown. Forced the Cardinals to punt on their first possession after a Cardinal hold. Brought back a 3rd down conversion. And now Osseo knocking again. 2nd and goal from the Coon Rapids 4-yard line as we start the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, both drives have started with good field position for the Orioles.
Well, and Criswell,
especially this one.
And Criswell has been impressive.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you've got a good offensive line in front of you, you've got some big guys opening up holes, and he has good field vision. He keeps his legs moving, and that's why he's picking up multiple yards at a time.
He will get the carry on 2nd and goal, and he's got his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Yeah, and again, just control the line of scrimmage. That is a winning combination for you if you can do that.
8 carries, 52 yards, 2 touchdowns.
That's impressive.
And we're just 4 seconds into the 2nd quarter.
Very impressive.
Hoff out to, this is Ethan Kanvamstock. And it is blocked, but whistle's blowing, and they got him to jump half the distance, and now they're going to go for 2. So I wonder, because that's not their normal kicker, if that is a package they send in strictly to try and draw the opposition offside, because as soon as that flag flew, he's heard all the coaches on the Osseo sideline calling for the offense because they knew it was time to go for 2. Criswell, the deep back. He will get the carry, and he is into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
So that makes it 15-0 in favor of the Orioles here, and we've barely gotten into this second quarter. Cardinals need to figure out what they need to do to move the ball. They got a couple of first downs on that first drive, but then it was killed by that penalty and put them in a situation where it made it 3rd and long, and they couldn't convert. Another 5-yard Griswold touchdown. 8 plays to go 50 yards. That's the same touchdown, two 5-yard touchdown runs.
So Hoff out to try and kick it off. Cardinals getting a little extra encouragement and talking to on the sidelines, trying to bounce back. Still very early in this contest.
Yes. Well,
but each time they take the field, a little more pressure mounts on the Cardinal offense to find the end zone, put points on the board.
Well, defensively, they just have to figure a way to stop the run.
At the very least, flip the field.
Yep.
Joitza and Lefaca are the deep backs for the Cardinals. Hoff, high end-over-end kick. This one's taken at the 17. And the return by T.J. Neal out close to the 30.
A decent field position to start this drive for Coon Rapids. And again, you continue to, you script plays to start the game offensively and continue to do what they did on that first drive because they gained a little positive momentum. But just avoid the mental mistakes.
Well, 2 penalties so far in the contest, both against the visiting Cardinals. Snow will operate out of the shotgun. Neal, the man in motion, low snap, and Snow just laid down on it, and that's going to be a loss of 5 yards.
And not the way you want to start this drive. Tough enough, you're down by 2 scores.
Yeah, you can't make it more difficult
Nope.
for yourself.
And it changes what you want to do.
Washington is in the backfield with Snow. Now on 2nd and 15. Joitza and Lefaca are wide to the left. Ebrod Leedsy and Hitapna, the 2 receivers on the right. We're counting all the helmets on the field to make sure there are 11 on each side. There's some hand signals from the Osseo sideline to the scoreboard to reset clocks and things. And first game.
Yeah, first game for sure.
For players, for coaches,
all right, here
for
we go.
Officials, for scorekeepers,
for announcers.
Handoff goes to Washington, spins away from the first contact, but a lot of black jerseys there right at the line of scrimmage. He falls forward for a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and 13.
Yeah, now you're in a situation where you have to throw the ball, and you've got to rely on your offensive line up front to give your quarterback a little protection to find an open receiver.
Snow looking left, throws, pass is complete. Lefaca trying to turn upfield. He's met quickly and stopped after a gain of a couple. It'll be 4th and 9, and the Cardinals will send Kish and the punting unit back onto the field.
DeAndre Smith on the tackle for the Orioles. Nice open field tackle to bring him down to force the punt after a short gain.
Barcenas is the deep back. He's standing just inside his 40-yard line. Kish able to get this one way much cleaner, and he pounded it. This one may run all the way to the end zone, but will it stop? Can they get there? No. Wow, what a boot.
That was a great kick. And unfortunately, they couldn't get down there to keep it pinned inside the 5, but
I thought for a minute it might actually run out of steam.
Yeah, we were hoping.
And just stop inside the 5.
Would have been nice.
But Osseo with a 15-0 lead will start from their own 20-yard line.
Well, even more importantly, Joe, is that the defense, a lot of time on the field here already.
Yeah, and defending runs.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
Takes its toll, especially, again, first game of the season. Some of the, practice is one thing, but game speed takes that conditioning to a whole new level. Play action. Kranz rolls out, pass is complete to the tight end, Jermaine Washington. He's got a first down out across the 35, a gain of 16.
Yeah, really a nice design play. You've got really one Coon Rapids defender on the outside there. Good job by the Orioles receiver on the outside to hold him up and allow him to pick up that first down before he could be tackled.
Well, the initial mark was better than where they spot the ball right at the 35, but they'll take a 15-yard gain on first down. Go back to the ground. Criswell getting behind his blockers and forcing his way out across the 40 to the 41. Late flag flies in.
We'll see what's called here. Maybe a face mask? Officials conferring.
Ref with the ball standing at the 41, which would be a gain of 6.
Yep, face mask. Yep. That's unfortunate. So a couple big penalties on 2 of these first 3 drives have really given Osseo an advantage. It was one penalty on the Cardinals offensively, and now the penalty here on the defense.
So 6-yard gain on the run for Criswell. Add 15 for the face mask. It's 1st and 10 from the 44. Already the second first down on this drive for the Orioles. Criswell dives forward to the 41, a gain of 3.
I mean, the Orioles are just fine with a healthy dose of number 10. 10 carries for 61 yards for Criswell.
Kranz straight drop. Ball is out. That's a fumble and a recovery for the Coon Rapids Cardinals. What a play. Great edge blitz. Gets to the quarterback when they finally call a pass play, and the Cardinals defense comes up with a huge turnover.
And boy, did they need that huge turnover, Joe. I mean, just, so far things going against the Cardinals here early in this game, and they needed the opportunity like that. Now you need an opportunity to go down and put some points on the board. You've got great field position right at midfield.
Boy, I wish I had replay.
I know.
The recovery was Jake Lewandowski, I think.
But I'm not sure who hit the quarterback.
I think it was Hussein Alasanwe. Snow wants to throw on first down. A little screen pass for Washington was over his head, incomplete.
A lot of pressure.
And that might be all right, because had he caught that pass, there were a lot of black jerseys.
Yeah, he
right
may have
in front
lost
of him.
yardage.
So 2nd and 10. Snow will stay out of the shotgun. Strong side right. He throws for Joitza. Complete. Joitza has a first down inside the Osseo 40-yard line. Cardinals' first trip into opposing territory.
Again, your receivers give you good blocks on the outside, and you're able to, a playmaker like that, he's able to pick up that positive yardage, turn it up inside, pick up that first down.
Joitza's first catch. Three receivers on the left. Brad Leedsey, the lone man on the right side for Snow. He's got Washington in the backfield with him. Looks left, trying to come back to the right, and that was sniffed out, and he's sacked by Zion Gransberry.
Yeah, Gransberry has made a couple of nice plays here so far defensively for the Orioles, and that was a big one. Now you lose 5 yards. Six. Yep.
A great penetration by the 6'2" D lineman for the Orioles, and play takes a little bit of time to develop after the fake, and he was not fooled.
Snow had nowhere to go.
Joints of the band in motion. Snow in trouble again, and down he goes. Back-to-back sacks for the Osseo Orioles, and this is going to go right back. That is just a bad decision.
Yep, that was Anthony Cobb.
Yeah, and I don't know how much of it was taunting and how much of it was just unfortunate placement, but they saw it as him rubbing it in against the quarterback, and that's going to give him that yardage right back.
Coach lets him hear it, too, coming off the sideline.
So the unsportsmanlike will be 15 yards and an automatic first down.
Well, it's a teaching moment for a young man from a head coach saying, you can't do that to us. You can't.
Or maybe it's not an automatic first down.
No.
It looked like he said one. They're trying to figure it out.
Yeah, now they're
ball placed on the 35, and now they're saying second, but they pulled the chains for 10 yards.
Well, one sideline has first, the other one has second. They gotta talk about this. Make sure that.
Well, and if it's second down, then the sticks shouldn't have moved. Then it would be second and 5.
It's got to be first. It has to be first down.
And again, first game of the year for the officials. Yeah. That's just, like I said, I think he kind of turned around and was trying to go back, and the man he had just tackled happened to be right in that path, and did certainly look as if he leaned over and had a word or two for the Cardinal quarterback. And after those back-to-back sacks, that's and the first penalty of the year.
Right.
And they are going to say it's second down. They're returning the down markers.
Okay.
So it'll be 2nd and 6. Ball placed on the 35-yard line.
Well, one sideline has first, the other has third down now.
Well, it's definitely not
second.
Third down.
I know, but it's got it as third down across the way.
It should be second.
Yeah, it should be second. Well, now they both have third down.
Now they both have third. It says second down on the.
Oh, my gosh. First game.
Oh, yeah, actually it would be third because it was after the play.
Yeah, that's
true. So it is third down.
Yeah.
Screen pass goes left side, caught complete, and Hibbler's got a first down inside the 25 or close to the 25.
Well, now you can push it back to first down. But a nice play by Hibbler. Good job by Snow just getting the ball off on that screen. And Hibbler, who's got the speed on this team, was able to take it for a first down.
I thought he got a little bit more than that. They say he's out at the 27. Screen back this side to Washington, has a couple of blockers, and he has a nice pickup. Runs right out of his shoe.
Exactly. Lost a tire.
Down to the 17. And is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. First down.
Well, this is the kind of response. Now you've got to put it in the end zone, but definitely the kind of response the Cardinals needed after now falling behind 15-0. Could have been worse if not for a turnover.
Hibbler comes in as Washington has to go get the shoe back on. Hibbler move out to his left. They're going deep to the end zone. Has a man and just out of the reach. Little too much air on it. Looking for
That's Lafaka.
Cyril Lafaka. He had him.
Oh, no, he was wide open.
Put a little too much air under it.
He's got to put a little more touch on that ball, but, yeah, that would have been a touchdown pass for sure because there wasn't a defender by him or close enough to him where he would have just been able to catch it in the end zone, able to pass it to where he needed to.
So now 2nd and 10 from the Osseo 17. Quick pass, right side, complete to Brad Leedsey. He's hit almost immediately and down at the 13-yard line, a gain of 4.
Yeah, he was looking up at the official saying he had my face mask. He had my face mask. Official said, nope. Official said, nuh-uh.
4-down territory, but they'd rather not have a 4th down.
Correct.
3rd and 6 here from the 13. Washington back in and in the backfield, along with Aiden Snow. Ebrod Leedsey, the man in motion. 3 receivers now on the left. Snow looks that way. The pass right into the chest of Ebrod Leedsey, and he took his eye off the ball. It falls incomplete, and it is 4th down.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate, too, because I think he had a blocker in front of him. He had an opportunity to, if he didn't pick up the first down, he was going to get awfully close.
Well, that's the exact same play they ran that led to the first down that then came back on the hold on their opening possession. But, yeah, that one hit him right in the numbers.
Yeah, got to catch that.
I think he just turned his eyes upfield, anticipating the catch. We've got a timeout for Osseo. 5:59 to go in the opening half. They have a 15-0 lead, and they're trying to keep the 0 on the board for the Cardinals.
Boy, I tell you,
facing a 4th and 6.
If they do here, that's a big play defensively for them, because you got a team that is hungry, obviously, for a score in the Cardinals. So it gives the Cardinals an opportunity to discuss things, what they want to do offensively.
Well, and this has been a solid possession for them, a solid drive. They've gotten the ball around to a couple of different players and got some more guys involved.
C Squared's watching the game tonight. Kaijan Cummings-Coleman, young man, nice job on Saturday.
Yeah, so cool. He play in Ireland.
He has family.
National TV.
He has family coming to watch. And I'm watching. Every time I get a chance to see Iowa State, I'm watching number 20 out there. Very proud of you, young man.
Big play in this first half. 4th and 6 for the Cardinals. Snow out of the shotgun. Strong side left. Motioning further out is Hatapna. Joitsa in the near slot. Snow will throw right instead, and wow, that is definitely going to be interference. I mean, Ebrod Leedsey had a defender all over him. I think that was Peter Zachiel, who was just draped all over him. And you don't want to give up the completion, but at the same time, 4th down, you can't have that penalty. And it was any blind referee saw that one. So 1st and goal. Can Coon Rapids make it pay off? Ball will be placed at the 6-yard line. Hand off to Washington. He's hit in the backfield, and he's going to lose yardage back to the 10-yard line.
99 problems there.
So initially, Philip C. put the hit on him, but Kevin Key, C to Key, the big defensive lineman, 6'3", 290. Puts him in a little tougher situation.
Second and goal from the 10. Snow out of the shotgun. Sends Neal in motion, hands it off to him. He cuts up off tackle and drags a couple of guys forward down to the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal. Great second effort from T.J. Neal.
It's 2 of 4 on 3rd.
Neal will come in motion from left to right. They run the option, and Washington swallowed up. He's going to lose yardage again. It'll be 4th and goal from the 10.
Yeah, and he kind of floated that push from getting him the ball a little bit. He kind of had a slow bit to get it, but great defensive play to keep him at a loss.
Had 2 carries by Washington on this goal-to-go situation. One went back 4 yards. This one goes back 5. And the Cards will keep the offense out there, 4th and goal, trying to punch it in.
Yeah, this is big. And you still leave him. If you don't convert here, you still leave him with
if you get one-on-one on the
time.
outside with Ebrod Leedsy on the right side, maybe you go that way again because
timeout Cardinals.
Zachiel was – I mean, I've seen blankets that didn't cover as well as that. 3:39 to go first half. Osseo a 15-0 lead, a pair of touchdowns from Mikey Criswell. He also ran in a 2-point conversion.
Hey, you know who's watching the game? The Golden Grappler. It's on the neighbor. I want to
Happy
wish him a happy
birthday.
birthday.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He's 40 again. But I heard he said he went to I saw on Facebook he went to the fair, so hopefully he had some good food. I'm sure he did.
It's hard to go to the fair and not.
Yes, did you have a Scotch egg, Joe Yen?
I did indeed.
Yeah, excellent. I know you always have one every year.
Well, it's about the only place. I mean, there's a couple of things you can only get at the State Fair, right? Scotch egg. I mean, yes, there are some other places, but Scotch egg is one of those things that you really only find at the fair. The Pronto Pup.
Oh, so good.
Corn dogs everywhere.
No.
You can get them at the supermarket. Pronto Pup, though.
Absolutely. By far the best.
Only at the Minnesota State Fair.
Yep.
And, of course, you can't go without having a few cheese curds and some mini donuts. Big 4th down for the Cardinals. 4th and goal from the 10. And now Osseo wants to take a timeout.
Oh, they must not have liked the look they saw, so they probably needed to take that timeout to kind of regroup defensively and talk about what they wanted to do.
So I believe that's the second timeout for each, so
Correct.
down to 1 on each side.
Now 3:39 left in the half.
Well, and this is, we talked about it in the open. They really want to get the ball to Loic Joitza.
Yep.
Have not been able to do so much. They've got, one catch for a first down. Lafaka, we know, in a similar position, they went to Lafaka in that corner, and they had him open, and Snow just floated it over the top of him. So
that was definitely a score had they been able to convert.
Are they able to get one of those two guys open, and is Snow able to put it on the money? Obviously, regardless of what happens tonight, it's game 1.
Absolutely.
It's the very beginning. But you'd like to set that tempo and set that bar high.
Well, sure. You want to win your first game. You want to get that under your belt, obviously, but you also want to play well, and you want to know that the guys are running your system and playing the way you're teaching them to.
The offense just wants to put points on the board.
Yeah.
3:39. 4th and goal from the 10. Snow out of the shotgun as Washington in the backfield with him. Low snap, scooped up by Washington. He's hit immediately and dropped at the 15. And the Cardinals will turn it over on downs. Second bad snap we've seen
that's something
in this first half.
That's something they have to work on, correct, because that whether they would have converted or not, they didn't have an opportunity to do so because of that.
Well, and even more so, that's an extra 5 yards that the Osseo Oriole offense has away from their own end zone. 3:35 to go in the first half. They have just the one timeout, and they have done most of their damage running the ball with Mikey Criswell.
Well, they have a long field here.
The longest field they've seen by far. Handoff goes to Criswell. He waits for blocks to develop. Bounces to the outside, able to maintain his balance and forced out of bounds. Out across the 25 at the 26-yard line. A first down for the Osseo Orioles.
And again, you just have to love the way he keeps his feet moving. I mean, that they weren't able to bring him down, but his feet continually move. He's able to pick up additional yardage to move the chains.
Well, and he's patient. He waits for those
Very
blocks
patient.
to develop.
Well, it's the vision.
Here he goes again, this time right into the pack, and we've got a flag on the far
That's a
side of the
hold.
field.
I believe that's a hold on the Orioles. Oh, we have a Cardinal down.
It's Chris Manemi.
Chris Manemi, yep, one of the defensive linemen. I think they're looking at his knee. Oh, he said, "No, I'm good.
I think it's
I'm
cramp
good
as well.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Again, pickle juice.
I don't know why they're not. Everyone isn't doing. I believe Kaijon Cummings Coleman drinks pickle juice. I believe he'll have to. If he's still listening, he'll have to let me know if that's true. But I think he does. It's the virtues of pickle juice. It's important. It takes really work. It really does work well for cramps.
Well, the flag is going to go against the Cardinals. Early indications. I haven't seen a signal from the official, but I just missed it.
Legal substitution.
So, yeah, it was pre-snap, so it'll be 1st and 5 from the 31. Griswold, the single setback. He will get the carry off the right side. Nice hole. He's got a first down out to the 37-yard line.
Another flag. Late flag.
Another late flag.
We didn't see many flags in the first quarter and most of the first part of the second quarter, so we're making up for it before halftime. And this is going to go against Coon Rapids as well. Personal foul.
Yeah. So which move that ball
After
to the
the
field.
fact, that's another 15 yards and
Obviously.
making it a lot more easy than they need to against this Oriole offense. And again, they started at their own 15. They're now across midfield, and they've taken 35 seconds off the clock.
Exactly.
5 penalties for 50 yards. Handoff. Criswell gets behind his blockers, dives down to the 45, a short gain. The other C-squared, Cam Cummings Coleman. 6th tackle already here in the first half.
I don't know. When I asked Cam what his nickname was, he says, "Call me Cam."
Kranz on play action, rolls out, pass incomplete, well off the mark. Looking for Zamir Johnson.
Good coverage by the Cardinals. Look at those Hudson Tandem.
5 of 5 on third down. This one's 3rd and 7.
There's a penalty on the Cardinals.
And it's going to be 3rd and 2.
You just can't make it easy for him. I mean, that's like the key is.
Well, and it helps them save the clock,
well,
too.
yeah, exactly. And
I mean, you want to blitz. You want to get to the line.
Well,
you
sure
want to
you do.
anticipate the snap count, but
you also
it's, the
don't want
third penalty in the last 4 plays.
Yep, not good. The goal here is don't let any more points on the board.
3rd and 2, handoff. Criswell cuts back to the middle, has a first down to the 35-yard line. Kranz hands off. Criswell hit quickly, but able to still force his way forward for
Another
two.
flag.
The flag comes in, and this is likely going to add some more yardage because I think it's going to be another face mask. That's the third face masking penalty in this first half for the Cardinals.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you're basically shooting yourself in the foot on this drive. You know,
you march down after getting the takeaway.
You had a good opportunity to score.
Oh, they called it just a 5
yard.
yarder? Yeah, well, the Cardinals will take that.
Yeah.
So it'll be 2nd and 3. Run the reverse and a great stiff arm, a couple of them. That was a very solid run for Hall.
Another flag.
Is this going to be?
We'll find out.
Unsportsmanlike?
Yep.
Is that for the way he kind of rode him out of bounds, I'm assuming? He already had a 10-yard pickup. Now it's going to be a first and goal situation again.
Well, it's the last thing you wanted. I mean, obviously, you look at this drive, and this is your worst drive defensively of the game, even though you've given up 2 scores.
Again, you were knocking on the door.
Yep.
You got backed up, had 4th and goal, thinking, worst case scenario, we're going to give them a really long field, which they
But now they've
did.
given
but
them a
then
short field.
They've committed 50 yards worth of penalties on this drive, and a huge hole for Criswell. He's down to the 5. And now they're in a position, the Orioles, where they want to just take as much of this clock away as they can and just make sure they end up in the end zone and make it a 3-score game. Down under 90 seconds to go in the first half. Criswell 76 yards and both touchdowns. Handoff this time goes to Philip Sy, and he's got the touchdown.
Yeah, and again, just all day long, they've been controlling that line of scrimmage. So that offensive front for Osseo have been really schooling that front defensively for the Cardinals, unfortunately. And they've been doing what they need to do to open up those holes, and that's the 3rd touchdown on the ground here in the first half for the Orioles.
Ethan Konvugsak is out there to attempt the extra point. We saw Hoff kick the first extra point, and then they were able to draw the Cardinals offside, went for 2 on the second attempt, but Konvugsak able to make it look easy.
So you've got 1:18 left in this opening half, 22-0 in favor of the Orioles.
$1:18 to go. Coon Rapids will have just the 1 timeout. They will get the ball to start the second half.
They will.
But they've not been able to show big playability as of yet. And if they hope to score before the break and try and make it a 2-for opportunity coming out of the half, they'd need some big plays.
They certainly would. And they need, they certainly would like a little confidence, a little momentum to go into the break, but the time is not on their side here before halftime. Unless you take one back, take one to the house.
Well, and again, that would be a big play. They certainly have guys with big play ability.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, defensively, I think you just want to throw that last possession out.
Yep, absolutely.
Just way too many mistakes, penalties, and give up a very quick drive. Lafaka able to grab it but not able to stay in bounds. He's out shy of the 20. And the Cardinals will start from their own 17-yard line.
Well, with one timeout in a minute 16, we'll see what they do. Do you keep the ball on the ground and regroup at the break, or do you try and get something downfield here?
Well, I think you've got to go out there and look for those big plays.
Wow.
Whether it's a well-designed screenplay that turns into a big play, or if you just bomb it downfield. They have not, again, as we've talked about, Snow hasn't had a lot of time to set his feet and have the opportunity to look deep downfield. Quick pass goes to Lafaka, left side, and he's got a nice pickup, and then he's out of bounds right around the 25-yard line.
Well, smartly throw that ball to the sideline so you can step out of bounds and let the clock stop. Picks up 7.
Lafaka, the wideout on the left. Joytza, the man in motion from left to right. Snow looks left, throws well over the head of Lafaka. Those two clearly not on the same page that time. As Lafaka stopped and turned toward the sideline, and that was well over his head, and now third down, 3rd and 3.
Well, quick release by Snow, but pass wasn't there.
Another quick pass, this time complete to Joytza. He dives and is able to get out of bounds with the first down.
I like that quick passing game, and the Orioles are going to give them that. They're going to keep the action in front of them because they do have a long field.
Gain of 8, 1:03 to go in the second quarter. Play action. Snow throwing long. Wants Ebrod Leasy, overthrew him, and he was double covered as well. It's really the first time we've seen them take a downfield shot.
Yep.
Osseo, of course, anticipating they need a big play, so they've got guys back.
Well, yeah, and again, just you don't want, as a defender, you don't want to let anybody get behind you. But you had touched on it, is that they've got to give Snow the protection so he can find a receiver.
Play action, Snow will keep it running left, and he's stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long.
That was Philip C. again on the tackle for the Orioles. Good job there. Open field tackle, keep him in bounds.
Loss of a yard.
Clock continues to run.
Yeah, the Cardinals at this point content to just kind of burn the rest of the clock.
Yep.
Go to the locker room knowing they'll get the ball first to start the third quarter.
Well, there have been
Call their final timeout with 11 seconds to go.
Been some positives here for the Cardinals in this first half, but unfortunately penalties have really hurt them. And that's been, I think, the biggest negative for the Cardinal squad in the first half so far. But Snow's been efficient. He's got that short passing game working, but
yeah, and we saw the drive that got them down to the 1st and goal.
Yep.
Where they were able to spread the ball around, get a lot of different guys involved. And we've seen flashes, but again, Joyce that we talk about as being their big returning playmaker. He's touched the ball once.
Well, and you know, Coach said I've got some plays designed to get him open in open space. But, yeah, you're right. But you also have to, we touched on it, you have to have the time to be able to deliver the ball. And Osseo's done a nice job of putting pressure up the middle.
Joyce and Ebrod Leedsy are the receivers on the right. And now here comes LaFaca to join him. They'll throw the other way. Complete to Hibbler. He's got a first down out of bounds just shy of midfield. With 5 seconds to go, they'll line up for one more.
Now Snow recognizes what he has and is able to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
Gain of 16 on that play. Timeout, Osseo. Half of the coaching staff for Osseo is out on the field saying, no, guys, when we called the timeout,
you guys come over here. You come over here.
You come to us.
We don't go to you. You come to us.
We called the timeout because we want to talk to you about exactly what we see.
So come on over.
And yeah, this is a pretty simple one. 5 seconds, boys.
Yeah.
You keep 6 hats behind their deepest guy. What do you dial up if you're first-year coach Chase Vasquez?
Well,
5 seconds left in the first half. You're down 22.
Oh, I suppose it depends on protection, obviously, and coverage. But, I mean, you look at all those black jerseys back there.
3-man front. They run the screen to Hibbler. He slipped past one to block. He does get a first down into Osseo territory at the 40. But that will take us to the half, and the Orioles are going to the locker room with a big lead.
Yeah, you know, the Cardinals will talk about things, and as you know, Coach Vasquez said, first game, tough week, short week, and we just have to play one play at a time and see what we have out there and kind of adjust on the fly.
Well, we will see what kind of adjustments they're able to make. We'll take a break, be back with the second half. After this, you're watching high school football on CTN.
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
Back at Osseo High School, a solid first half for the home team Orioles, 22-0 lead as we start the second, and Coon Rapids really needs to clean up the penalties. 8 penalties, 69 yards, and that includes about 5 of those on that last scoring drive.
Yeah, we saw a lot of positives in that first half from the Cardinals. A nice job by Aiden Snow. He was efficient, 13 of 18 for 103 yards. Unfortunately, they could not run the ball. Negative 22 yards rushing.
Couple of sacks.
Yep. And so I think the biggest thing is, you know, just kind of put that behind you, and they get the ball to start the second half. I think it's imperative that they put points on the board on this drive.
So the ball fell off the tee, and then Hoff gave it back to the official, and he's playing keep away. And now the Coon Rapids Cardinals are going to go have a little bit of a huddle on the sideline. Not sure what. I guess we weren't quite ready. Now the Osseo Orioles are going to come over to the sideline as well.
Now we'll talk about things. Get this Second half started.
I think we're short a couple of officials. They aren't all on the field. There's a couple of them down there.
Yeah, they're down there.
I'm
Yeah,
not
they're
sure.
all right.
Everybody went out there.
We're starting.
Oh, and they put because they put time back on the board. Everybody was excited, so we've got plenty of time to talk and go over the numbers a little bit more. The Cardinals need to be able to establish a running game. It was something they struggled with all season last year. It's great to see Snow getting rid of the ball quickly, establishing that quick passing games. But a couple of sacks in there. But they need to be able to run the ball to offset that and open up more for that passing offense. Well, Joyce, again, just one catch. And he's the guy they really want to get the ball to, especially if they can get him in space. Good things. Hibbler looked good. The couple of touches he had. And their biggest weapon, their most consistent target was Lafaka, and he did good things when he got the ball as well.
He did. And then, you talked about running the ball. 106 yards on the ground for the Orioles in that first half. And we were kind of talking before. It seemed like more than that. But just 106 yards, 46 through the air. So, but 8 first downs for the Cardinals, and I thought that was a positive as well. So,
yeah, 5 penalties for the Cardinals on that last scoring drive for Osseo. And they need to be able to stop the run as well, but can't assist on defense the way that they did on that drive. Good thing they did get in, pressure the quarterback and get a strip sack and a fumble recovery. So they did force a turnover. That was the only turnover of the first half. So the Cardinals winning the turnover battle. Haas ready. The whistle blows. The boot. And we're underway. Lafaka from the 6. Gets behind a wedge, out across the 20. He's hit hard. And stopped at the 22-yard line.
That was a great open field tackle. Holloway on the tackle for the Orioles. They got it in the kickoff in the hands of the guy they want to, but just a good special teams play by the Orioles puts them at the 22.
Yeah, Cyril Lafaka has definitely earned his keep so far tonight. Bunch formation on the left side. You sprint Hibbler over there as well and swing it to him on the screen. He's out of bounds after a gain of about 5.
You'll take that play if you can pick up 5 every time you throw that pass.
Yeah, make it 4. Mark the ball at the 26.
That's Hibbler's 5th catch. 41 yards.
Look to him again. Snow pulls it back. Now throws downfield. That pass incomplete. It was deflected.
Yeah.
A big play because he had Joyce open.
Well, and he also could have waited a little bit and had Hibbler on that screen pass. A lot of open room. He was able to get it to him. But I like the thought. The pass was nicely thrown and just deflected.
Coon Rapids 4 of 7 on 3rd down, and this is a big one, as you said. Kind of a critical possession here, down 22, starting the second half.
We just need some momentum.
Then Joyce in motion. Snow rolls right. Pass is complete. Ebrad Leedsy has a first down. Stopped shy of the 35-yard line, a gain of 8.
Another first down for the Cardinals. But they would love to establish a ground game. But the guys up front for the Orioles are really doing a good job of preventing that.
That pass tipped and intercepted. Went off the hands of Ebrad Leedsy, and it's picked off by Kofi Kuwanu.
Yeah, pass a little bit high.
Was it him?
Yep.
The Tampa that it went off
Yeah, I
of?
believe
No?
so. Yeah, because he was, I believe so. I didn't see 13 in that area, and he was actually on the ground pounding his fists into the turf.
The tap, no. A little bit behind him, maybe a little bit high, but off his hands and in good position was Kofi Kuanu. And 1st and 10 from the Cardinal 39-yard line. Exactly what the Cardinals could not afford to have happen. Handoff goes to Criswell, waits for his blocks to set up, barrels forward for another big gain. He's right at the sticks, and they will say he's got enough. 10-yard gain, first down.
He hits the hole hard, and he shoots through there, and obviously the good blocking up front allows him to get past that first wave, and again, he's keeping his feet moving, he's using his leverage, and able to pick up that first down. He's been an impressive runner tonight.
They'll go to him again. Tighter hole. He forces his way down to the 25, a gain of 4.
And again, you just let those big boys up front push the defensive front back. And that's what they did in the first half, and that's what they're doing here on this drive.
Handoff goes to the up back Graves. He's got a nice gain, and he'll be just shy of another first down. It'll be 3rd and short.
Cam Cummings-Coleman on the stop for the Cardinals.
3rd and 1. Do they go back to the keeper?
Yeah.
Yes, they do. And
It's worked for him.
easy first down for West Crans.
It's the tush push.
7 of 7 on 3rd down, and that's
efficient.
something the Orioles will be able to hang their hat on. A lot of them have been the very short variety. That's the 3rd of those 7 that has been, I think, 1 yard. Needed a yard, got 2. 1st and 10 from the 18. Handoff, Criswell, left side this time. Short gain, stopped up just shy of the 15. Call it a gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Better play on the defense, by the defense, though, to hold him that short gain.
Well, they've done most of their running, the vast majority, off the right side behind Trey Adagwe. That time they go off the left. Still able to get positive yardage.
I think
you can't let the quarterback call the penalty.
Yeah, absolutely not.
There was no intention to throw the flag.
I don't think he was offside.
Crans came out.
I think he just made a move to the line, but yeah, I don't think he was offside. And then the quarterback actually got that positive yardage for you.
But hey,
complaining.
More power to West Crans.
Absolutely.
For being demonstrative and getting the official to take the flag out of his pocket. So 2nd and 8 becomes 2nd and 3 from the 11. Handoff goes to Criswell. He's got a first down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
And what this also does, Joe, is it continues to let the clock move, and you take time off the clock, and you've got a 22-point lead, and you're knocking on the door again, making it that much more difficult for the Cardinals to get back into this game.
Criswell, the single setback. They'll pitch it to him on the right. Cuts back, and he's down inside the 5, a gain of about 4. Most of it's been right up the gut, but this one on the edge, and it has another positive result for Osseo. And
we have a
Cardinals have a man down. That is Jazzy Morris.
That carry put Criswell at 100 yards so far this evening, and hopefully young Mr. Morris is okay. Yeah, he's getting up on his own. That's good to see. It's a nice round of applause from the Osseo section.
So second and goal from the 4. Handoff, Criswell runs left, dragging a man with him, not able to get all the way in, but he's down inside the 1. It'll be third and goal from there.
Cardinals doing the best to try and keep him out of the end zone. I think we have another injured Coon Rapids player. Is that? Can't see the number. Is it?
I believe it's Deion Jones.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's looking like another cramp. No one
Pickle.
takes Howie's advice.
Pickle juice, it's simple. You can buy them in little containers. You can buy them by the jug. I have an actual keg at my house of pickle juice. It's great.
Or you can eat bananas. Or take your vitamins.
The pickle juice works quicker. I take vitamins too, but pickle juice goes right to it. I should have an endorsement. Howie Shapiro. CTN's Howie Shapiro for our pickle juice.
Getty. Give Shapiro a call.
I can be your pickle juice spokesman.
Gedney's the Minnesota pickle, right?
Yeah. That's right. I see an opportunity.
So third and goal from the 1. Do they go with Crayons for the sneak? They have done it successfully on 3rd and 1 3 times so far. And this time it would be able to put their quarterback into the end zone to give Criswell a chance to get a third. That's what they do, and he is in his 3rd touchdown of the day. Again, over 100 yards, and now it's a 28-0 lead.
Yeah, just a solid, solid drive after the turnover. They convert and get points on the board and increase their lead, make it much more difficult for Coon Rapids to gain any momentum in this contest.
Kamvangsu came out to attempt the extra point. Barcenas the holder. High snap, able to get it down. Kick is up and good, and he put some pretty good distance in that.
He booted that one.
He would, it appears, have some pretty good range. And we always talk about what a great weapon a kicker can be in the high school game. Right now, they've only needed him for the extra points. They have a 29-0 lead just over 4 minutes into this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, they have to be pretty pleased with, Coach Lampker has to be pretty pleased with the start. I mean, it's never clean. It's never always clean usually in your first game. You've got things to work on, but he's got to be pretty happy with the way his offensive line has controlled that point of attack and just keep doing a good job of keeping the ball on the ground.
And the defense has kept the Cardinals from having any big plays.
Well, mistakes have hurt the Cardinals offensively. I mean, just turnover, penalties have really caused drives to stall. And
LaFaca from the 10, trying to cut across field, cuts up inside. A flag flies as he's down just shy of the 35.
That usually is coming back.
26 is limping off this
Cam Cummings-Coleman to the sideline, favoring looks like a calf. Maybe he may have cramped up there.
Well, he can take
Flag
that.
is going to be a hold, so we'll see how far this backs the Cardinals up.
He can take that pickle juice advice from his brother.
So the return didn't put him out at the 35. The hold is going to bring him back, and they will start from their own 18-yard line. So essentially a 17-yard penalty after giving up a touchdown that falls behind 4 scores. Snow sends Neal in motion. He'll give it to him. Neal sweeping right, gets a block, and has a first down out close to the 30-yard line. 11-yard gain. Snow drops back, has time, throws right, incomplete. Had Bradlidze.
Yeah,
But that one just thrown wide.
He had him open. I mean, a nice job by him, but just to stop his route and get open.
Joyce to the man in motion. Snow will look back to him. It's deflected, incomplete.
Yeah,
tried the receiver screen and
intended for Joycehead, but and he would have had some room to run had that not been touched. But good defensive play to get a hand on it, and puts him in a 3rd and long situation.
a fumble on the snap by Snow, and he falls on it for a huge loss. And after getting a first down on the first play, they go backwards and are going to have to punt it away.
Yeah, not what they wanted to accomplish on this drive.
Coach Storick has some homemade pickles for you, Shapiro.
Who does?
Coach Storick.
Oh, I'll take it.
Spicy pickles.
I love spicy pickles.
Kish punting from inside his own 10-yard line.
Made 48 quarts. I'm coming over after the game, Coach Stark.
High snap. He's able to bring it down, get off a good punt. High end-over-end kick. Fair catch called for and made at the Coon Rapids 48-yard line by Barcenas.
Yeah, again, good field position for the Orioles to start this next drive. Already up. 29-0.
And they'll start in plus territory with 6:36 to play here in the third. Pretty much everything going their way. Straight drop, Krantz, lots of time, throws deep over the middle, had a man behind the defense, but unable to get it to him. That was DeAndre Smith behind the defense. Haven't seen him look downfield really at all today.
He hasn't really needed to.
No.
He's been. They've been controlling the ball on the ground.
This is a Osseo team that they did have a convincing victory over the Cardinals, but that was one of just 2 wins for their team last season. I formation in the backfield on 2nd and 10. Quick pass to the left, incomplete. Looking for Smith, and it just slipped through his hands. Oh, no, that was Barcenas.
Yep.
They're 8 of 8 on 3rd down.
So they're 8 of 8 on 3rd down, 3rd and long in this situation.
This is their longest 3rd down.
Yep.
I think previously they had one of 8 yards, and outside of that, the rest of them have all been 4 yards or closer. So they have been efficient. Things have been working for them, but here's a big test at 3rd and 10. Handoff.
Great tackle.
And good pursuit. Hall on the carry, and it's going to be 4th and about 9.
That was
They're
Cody.
in plus territory, though. Do they go for it? It looks like they
Yep.
will.
No, I don't think they are. They're going to punt. Cody DeGogo on the tackle. I believe that was Cody on the tackle. A great one.
Oh, yeah,
That.
Kranz is backing up.
Yep.
He's also the punter.
Yep.
Kranz directing traffic. Cardinals high snap. Kranz just falls on it, and Cardinals are going to
Oh, he hurt himself.
benefit. Yeah, and that's a cramp.
Oh, no. That's a knee.
Oh, he does look to be in
Oh,
incredible amount of pain,
no.
and
That's a shame.
horrible.
That is a shame.
Cardinals will get a great break off of the bad snap, and they'll have great field position.
Oh, he's in a lot of pain. I hate to see that.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of injuries. Most have been able to get up and walk off under their own power. We certainly hope that's the case here for Wes Kranz. He's had a nice contest.
Yes, he has.
Running that offense for Osseo. Of course, most of the heavy lifting has been done by the tailback. But he's the one directing traffic, and now drops back to punt. First time he's been in punt formation, a high snap. He goes back to get it, and immediately writhing in pain. Looks like he's going to get up and walk, though.
Was it a cramp? It might have been just a
hope
cramp.
so.
It might have been just a cramp. I'm hoping so too.
He is going to make it off on his own, and I mean, we've all had them.
Yeah.
They're
are not fun.
Incredibly
They're,
painful.
they're just awful.
So
I know from personal
hopefully
experience, unfortunately.
that is all it is for Mr. Kranz, and maybe he'll watch the broadcast and go, Shapiro
Pickle
says
juice.
I should try pickle juice.
Yeah.
I should add that to my diet.
Shapiro says pickle juice. Jan says rub a little dirt on it. Everything, it's cure for all.
Bananas, potassium.
Bananas are good too.
Typically, will help you avoid that as well.
Yeah.
Really, almost any fruit. Low snap, Snow able to scoop it up. The pass complete to Abradlidze on the sidelines. He's out of bounds, just shy of a first down.
Yeah, I think it was cramps for him.
Second and 2. Snow rolling. Pitches, high pitch. I'm not sure that he must have touched his
I think
knee.
his knee hit the turf.
And
Or his
that's gonna
elbow,
be
maybe his
a
elbow.
loss.
Yeah.
Second time we've seen them attempt a option play, and the pitch has been a little bit too high. You got to get it over there and make sure that he's not waiting on it. Third and 7 now from the 33.
Well, certainly 4-down territory in this situation.
It's just hard to go from 2nd and 2 to 3rd and 7.
Oh, yeah.
Handoff goes to Neal, trying to sweep right. Cuts up as far as the 30, but it's going to be 4th and about 4 from there. Oh, they marked him at the 31 even, so 4th and 5.
Big 4th down opportunity for the Cardinals offense. 1 of 2 on 4th.
Timeout, Coon Rapids.
Well, I'm not sure the coach thought he saw something he didn't like.
Well, I don't think everyone was
Or
on
maybe-
the
or I
same
was gonna
page.
say-
And it's a 4th down.
Yeah.
Got to make sure you got the right
Absolutely.
call in there and everybody's aware of what their assignment is.
So 16 of 25 for 123.
16 of 25 for 123 yards and an interception for Aiden Snow.
He's got more completions today than he had in his entirety last
Yep.
year. He only made it into a couple of games, had an injury. They have a revolving door at
They
quarterback
did.
throughout the season.
Here for 244 yards.
Big 4th down for the Cardinals. Washington in the backfield with Snow. Lafaka and Joitza, the receivers on the left. Snow looking that way, throws over the middle and incomplete over the head of Lafaka. And I think Joitza was open
Yep,
on the post on the left
he
side.
was.
The Cardinals will turn it over on downs for the 2nd time tonight.
Yeah, and again, they can't come away with points on these drives where we move the ball a little bit.
Well, and again, I think Snow has shown some good things. He's the quick passes, they've been able to move the ball that way. Touch passes have not been where they needed to be. 1st and 10 for the Orioles. Handoff and a huge run.
24.
For Jabril Hall.
31 yards.
Shapiro.
I grabbed your roster.
Oh, my roster.
I did. Sorry, it was on the bottom of my papers. I was looking for we have a new quarterback, Cameron Lamont, in for the Orioles as well. Joe was looking for his roster. Oh, I have them all. Be nice to me. I'll give them back to you. Oh.
Hall still in at the tailback. He'll get another carry. He did have a couple of carries, and he had the 3rd touchdown of that first half.
Well,
He's going to have a gain of about 3 here.
yeah, and at this point in the game, you've got an opportunity. Now, I understand why. I get an opportunity to put some younger players in.
Yeah,
And Krantz,
obviously
yeah, there's no
cramping
reason
up,
to keep
but-
him there.
But Criswell, he's shown he's in midseason form.
Yeah,
over
absolutely.
100 yards, 3 touchdowns
Keep
today.
guys healthy.
And that's
Timeout.
another timeout for Osseo
Yeah.
because guys just not on the same page. Very similar to the timeout just taken by the Cardinals
Exactly.
on 4th down. As you saw, Zamir Johnson, the wideout on the near side, came over, and I don't know if he was supposed to have someone else over there with him, but he was trying to signal his team that something wasn't right,
Yep.
throwing his hands in the air, and then the coach said, well, better just go ahead and call that timeout.
Probably a good idea. Exactly 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Three minutes exactly remaining in this 3rd quarter. It's been all Osseo.
It has.
They lead 29-0 and have the ball marching in Coon Rapids territory. 1 turnover each side. Way too many penalties for the visiting team and just an inability to finish their drives. They've had some good things happen on offense, just unable to capitalize and finish with points. Lamont under center on 2nd and 7. Quick pass left side is complete. Maybe stop just shy of a first down. That's Barcenas on the reception.
Yeah, nice little spin move to pick up some additional yards, get close to a first down. I think we have another Cardinal. No, I guess he's okay. He's coming off.
3rd and 1 from the 29. Orioles 8 of 9 on 3rd down. They've had a lot of them from 3rd and short yardage. This time they hand off to the up back. Graves forces his way forward as a first down to the 27.
Yeah, didn't need a lot, didn't get a lot, but got enough.
Handoff goes to Hall, gets behind his blockers. Tracked down from behind, but not before he gains 4. And they are just fine gaining 4 yards a carry.
Cummings, Coleman, and Decker. Aiden Decker on the tackle for the Cardinals. Cummings, Coleman's been very active on the defensive side. 9 tackles so far tonight.
Handoff to Graves, right up the middle. Got an extra push from one of his linemen. Get to the 20-yard line, a gain of 3. Set up 3rd and 3. %90 on 3rd down.
That's very efficient. That's pretty good. Your head coach will be very happy with those kind of numbers.
Handoff goes to Hall. He was slowed in the backfield. He's going to be short of the first down.
By about a yard.
4th and maybe even inches.
Lewandowski with the tackle for the Cardinals.
At 4th and less than a yard, they'll push forward. They've gotten to the end zone 4 times.
Oh, they're going to let the clock run out.
They had 1 end in a turnover and 1 a punt. Other than that, their possessions have paid off for them, and they have a big lead, 29-0 as we go to the 4th quarter. You're watching high school football on CTN.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Back at Osseo High School, the Orioles rolling as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. They're up 29-0. They've got the ball 4th and less than a yard at the Coon Rapids 18-yard line.
Yeah, knocking on the door again.
Handoff goes right side. I think this was Philip Sy, and he's got a first down.
The Orioles continue to move the chains.
Yeah, I think that's only Sy's like second touch of the game, but comes in a critical position. You saw how quickly he hit that hole after getting the ball in his gut. And again, you get behind that right side with Adagme, and you're going to get some yards.
Yep. You certainly are.
Hall back in as the deep back. And throw the fade to the end zone, and that was well over the head of the intended receiver. I think that was Barcenas.
I like to call him first down, see if you can catch the defense napping a little bit with that throw to the end zone.
Especially with a team that has controlled the ball so much and has done very little of even testing a downfield pass.
4 of 10, 52 yards passing combined for the two quarterbacks.
Are they going to call timeout
Another
here?
timeout for Osseo.
A little
Their
confusion.
Second time out of this.
When your quarterback,
second time out of this drive.
yeah, when your quarterback's confused, then it's probably time for a timeout.
Well, and Cameron Lamont, probably came in hoping he would get the chance to play, but also at the same time hoping not to get a chance to play because you want your team to be successful. Obviously,
Right.
you don't want the starter to end up injured.
I mean, he seems to be okay. I'm watching him on the sideline.
Yeah, I think it was more out of an abundance of caution. He did go down with the cramp, and they have the big lead. He and Criswell have done their duty for today, and
Yes, they have.
proven their game readiness. So, and the Osseo offense has continued to move the ball with the replacement pieces of Cameron Lamont at quarterback and Jabril Hall running the ball. Little mix up there on the give, but Hall is still able to take it forward for a gain of a couple.
24
So that'll make it 3rd and long.
Yeah, 3rd and about 7.
We have a lineman down. Just went down.
We've seen a lot of those so far this evening. Adagwe did have to come off the field. Was a little shaken up early in the first half. That was right at the end of the first quarter. Hall's got 8 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
It takes a few guys to bring that big young
That
man
is a
up.
dog wave.
Yeah. What if he has a cramp as well?
Well, he's got braces on both legs.
Yeah. But this is the way he's walking.
But
I
under
don't know.
his
When
own
I was
power,
at
which is good.
When I was at the National Pickle Juice Convention about 6 months ago, I mean, they were talking about how
awards there?
yeah, Harley Schultz wants to have the Gherkins Award. Yeah, they do actually. Most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
That's Vlasic.
I know.
Handoff goes to Graves, breaks the tackle. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Osseo.
It was just a pickle reference. Another rushing touchdown for the Orioles to increase their lead.
Yep, three rushing touchdowns for Mikey Criswell. One for, was it Osseo or was it Hall that had the other one?
Osseo,
Oh, Osseo?
Yep.
Okay. And now obviously Graves.
Another flag thrown.
So they'll have to back up a little bit further.
Well, he's been booting those through with authority. I don't think it's going to matter too much for him.
Kambaksu, we talked about it. He put the last one way past the uprights. Plenty of distance. Did it stay in? It did. It's good. So 10:31 to go in this contest, and it is a 36-0 lead.
69 yards on the drive. 5:21 off the clock.
Well, the Cardinals will take the positives that they've had today, but definitely work on some things that, going into next week against White Bear Lake.
Home opener. They'll have the home crowd behind them. Hopefully a week of practice to iron out some wrinkles. Again, we saw some good things from the offense in the first half. The defense struggled.
They have.
Especially with the penalties. But they just hats off to Osseo, and their offense has been able to just move like a machine downfield.
10 penalties, 84 yards against the Cardinals.
10 penalties for 84 yards against the Cardinals tonight. And that's one of the things that they need to clear up, and that's probably should be at the top, towards the top of the list.
Well, especially when you see where they came. We had the one early in the first quarter on their opening possession on the offense that brought back what would have been a first down. They ended up having to punt. And then the third scoring drive, they had 5 penalties that essentially handed that to the Osseo Orioles. This one bounces and will get out of bounds. Smartly played by LaFaca.
Yep, don't field it.
Protecting it, making sure that it goes out of bounds. Cardinals will start from their 35-yard line.
Again, so now at the point when you're down like this, you've 36-0, you just have to look for the positives in terms of what you can do going forward here today. And see if you can get some points put on the board.
Well, you'd like to have something to hang your hat on.
Yeah, you don't want to get shut out, for sure.
And again, I think you have positives to take away.
No, you do, but I'm just talking about.
You'd like to have some more glaring positives.
Well, yeah, just you want your offense to put points on the board.
Snow out of the shotgun with Washington in the backfield with him. Handoff goes to Washington. Big hole, cuts out, has a big gain. This is the biggest offensive play of the night for the Cardinals. Washington forced out of bounds inside the 35. They're going to mark it right about the 32-yard line.
Well, for nothing else, it gives those fans across the way, the visiting Coon Rapids Cardinal fans, something to cheer about here. A nice run there as he's able to gain the edge, and we talked about speed, and
33-yard gain.
We have an Oriole down on the field.
Puts him at positive 11 yards rushing for the game.
And the 33-yard gain puts the Cardinals into the positive territory for rushing. 11 yards rushing in the contest. Of course, a couple of those big sacks. And remember, a couple of bad snaps that they just had to fall on. They had to eat. A couple of option plays that just took too long to develop. And again, credit to Osseo for doing a good job of stretching the field, pursuit, and not allowing the Cardinals to find the edge. And really, this is by far the longest offensive play of the night for the Cardinals.
Yep.
What was the longest before that? 11, 12 yards?
Yeah, 11 yards. So that's a positive.
Well, and can they finish? That is a big question as well.
Well, that is the big question, because they haven't been able to do so tonight.
And it is running time because of the score, but if they can get in the end zone, be able to stop that clock back up.
Well, they stopped the clock again. I'm not sure why.
Well, they stopped it for the injury.
But it started to run again,
right.
And then they stopped it again.
Well, as soon as the ref signaled start, they stopped it again. They give it to Washington. Same play. This time Osseo is ready for it. A gain of about 3. Second and 7. Snow on the keeper. A lot of room up the middle, but it closed quickly. He's going to gain a couple and then hit hard. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, Snow saw that open territory and decided he's going to take off. I don't know if that was the play that they initially called. However, the Oriole defense did a really nice job of closing it down quickly.
And the Cardinals, unfortunately, on the wrong side of running time, and I think 7 of their 9 contests last year. And starting out that way here for the 2025 campaign. Receiver screen to Joitza is complete, but
he's not going to gain anything.
Great adjustment from the Orioles. Stop it immediately. It'll be 4th down. No gain, 4th and 5. One of 3 on 4th down. Snow drops back, has time, pass over the middle, incomplete. It was the over the head of one receiver. I think it was intended for LaFaca.
I think so too.
Incomplete.
Yeah, because that did get beyond the.
Because it was just over the head of Evan Hatapna, but just short for LaFaca, and the Cardinals turned it over on downs.
Yeah, it's been that's happened too many times here for Coon Rapids, where they've turned that ball over on downs.
3rd time.
Yeah.
Well, and again, like Coach Vasquez, when we brought him in for the summer sports night, he talked about, it was hard to watch some of and really judge the talent because so many of the Cardinals games last year got out of hand so quickly, and unfortunately, this one kind of did too. Great pressure up the middle, and that run for negative yardage. I think that's only the 2nd or 3rd time they've been stopped for negative yardage all game.
Eli Wheatley, the quarterback now for the Orioles. I believe that was that Cummings Coleman on the tackle on the last one. Is it 10 or 11 on the night? But he's in double digits for sure.
Wheatley pass quickly to the right side, and that pass is incomplete, too low.
There's a flag down.
And that's just the lips flapping on both sides, I think. Zamir Johnson tried to scoop it up off the turf, but it was ruled incomplete, and then the flags fly. But which team's words did the official hear and decide were inappropriate? The Cardinals. They're walking it off.
Yep. Again, just too many penalties. I mean, and those
or
kind of penalties.
Maybe they hit him late. I didn't see it.
I couldn't tell. Regardless of which one it is.
They called it a personal foul, so it's 15 yards.
Again, it's just you can't do that. You just can't. I know you're frustrated. You want to put points on the board. You're down 36-0, but those are penalties that can be avoided.
Hand off to the up back. Graves has a couple. It was Tyree Washington on the carry, actually. Gain of a yard. Give it to him again. A little bit better block and able to push forward for 5. Yet another injury.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of injuries here this evening.
And the vast majority appear to be cramping or other minor injuries that
That's
cool. Just not used to game speed and
Vincent Lutz.
Everything that goes into being game ready and competing in a game. Practices are one thing. You get in as much conditioning as you can, but the rigor you go through in the competition of the game is quite a bit different. Wheatley hands off again, and Washington's got a good gain out across midfield, a first down into Cardinal territory.
Keeps the ball moving, and of course the clock is moving with running time. Orioles could run this game out.
Handoff to the deep back. This time it is Marcus Allen. It's a good name for a running back.
It's a great name for a running back. You'd love to be as talented as the great Marcus Allen.
He was okay.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
Gain of 4 on the play. Handoff goes to Washington again. He stopped quickly as he gets down to the 40. Gain of 2. Third and 4 from there. Deep back is now Akram Omar. Getting a lot of different guys in on offense.
You're able to do that. You're able to empty your bench and get guys some playing time.
10 of 12 on third down. That is a pretty good ratio for the Osseo Orioles. They will give it to Omar. He is stopped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard. And that means it's 10 of 13. Fourth and 5, and they are going to leave the offense out there.
Well, again, the clock continues to move. 1:45 remaining in the contest.
Under 90 seconds. And a timeout for Osseo. It'll be their last. Might as well. They know that, you get the first down here. You're
Yep.
able to maintain possession, just take a couple of knees,
Run the clock.
and this game
Yep.
is over.
Yep. And you start your season off on a very good note.
Yep, and for the Cardinals, they're going to have to go back to the drawing board, take the pieces that worked, and the glaring and most obvious is you got to clean up those penalties.
No, Coach Vasquez.
Over 100 yards in penalties, that's not going to do.
Coach Vasquez, he came into this program. No, it's not. It's going to take some time to build this program up. Didn't expect to happen in one game, obviously, but like we've been talking about all game, there are some positives that you can take out of this game for the Cardinals.
Offense moved the ball, just
Yeah.
not able to finish, not able to get any really big plays outside of that last draw. Nicely set up play action pass, and
Now you just run the clock out.
it was a well-designed play.
Yep.
And easy first down. It's worth that timeout for sure. Cardinals do have 2 timeouts left, but they're not going to use them in this point. I think you just go out and take a knee,
And
and you head home.
move on to next week.
They're not in victory formation, though. They do want to continue to run. Washington up the middle.
Well, they don't even need to run a play here.
Well, if you can get other guys in, because this was Tarly
they're-
Garwo.
Yeah, they're not going to run a play. Cardinals will drop to 0-1. As we talked about, their home opener next week against White Bear Lake.
Yep, and there's no choice but to, again, just kind of take the positives you can and hopefully build on them next
Absolutely.
week. And have a short memory as far as can't let this one bother you because it's over.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can do about it except is it build from the positives and clean up the negatives. Easier said than done, of course, but nonetheless, that's what they want to do.
And you have to start somewhere.
Yep.
Is a mantra that we've used before, and I'm sure we will use again. But final score again is Osseo 36, Coon Rapids 0. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN for the entire crew, including our stats master, Harley Schultz, and my friend Howie Shapiro. I'm Joe Young. Say goodnight.